On Monday, we talked about similar triangles, how triangles can be similar, meaning that the angles are the same and the sides have the same proportion or scale factor. So what we're doing today is going to go on to the next step. We're going to be finding the missing length. So what we're going to do is the same thing as what we did yesterday to prove that sides were similar, is we're going to take the small side over the small side, the large over the large side. So here, the 24 is definitely the smaller of the two sides in 18. So I'm going to go 24 over 18. And we want it to be equal to the large side. So my large side over my large side. And I'm just going to put an x over 33. Now, to solve this, we are going to do cross multiplication. Okay, so cross multiplication. You're going to definitely want to have your calculator out. So 18 times x. So whatever we circle, we're going to multiply. So 18 times x is 18x. And then we're going to do 24 times 33. And we're going to get 792. And then it's just solving for x. So solving for x and dividing it by 18, we're going to get 44. So the long side is 44. So in the next one, we're going to start solving it. And again, this one, sometimes it is a little bit harder to see. The left triangle, we can definitely see that this one is the smaller. But sometimes with the right triangle, it may not be on the same side. They may flip them, whatever. So if we look, this is RT. RT, we want it to be matching up to UT. So this one, they moved it over here. So we're going to go 60 over 84, and that's the small over the small, and then the large over the large, 65 over x. And some students I've had in the past will see, oh, it's only 5 numbers different, so it will be 5 number different on the other triangle. No, it does not work that way. Remember, we're doing by proportion, so we're going to cross multiply to see how we can solve it. So we're going to get 60 times x, and I always like to do the x's first, but whatever you want to do. And then we're going to do 84 times 65, and we're going to get 5460. And then I know you guys know how to solve this. Divide both sides because they're being multiplied. Divided by 60, and then, oops. And if you notice, they both end with a 0. We can actually cross this off, and you can do 546 divided by 6. But since we do have the calculators, we can solve it pretty easy. So this would be 91. Now, like I said in class, I hate it when they go one on top of the other. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to separate them. I'm going to take my small triangle, and I'm just putting them in the same order, and my large triangle. So here's my small one. So I'm going to get 70, 65, and 45. Now this time for our large triangle, they're actually giving us the whole number. If we were looking at it yesterday, we'd have to actually find out what the whole number was for each side. So this is 182, 169, and we do not know what this side is. Now, when they give you all 3 sides, you get to pick. But the first thing we're always going to do is figure out what x is. X is on the small side. So the small side of one triangle, small side of the other. And you get to pick. Do you want to do 70? Do you want to do the large side, or do you want to do the medium side? I'm going to go for the large. So 70. And over the large side of my other triangle. And you notice that I like to use different symbols just to show me which is small, medium, and large. We're going to cross multiply, and then you are going to solve it. Okay, and then we're going to put it in the calculator. And we divide. We get this to be 117. All right. What will be our first step when we solve this one? Okay, we are going to separate it into two triangles. So we have our first triangle, which is this small one. And remember, they are sharing that angle. So this is going to be 42. Oops, that's not a great 4. 2, 36, 27. And then we're going to pick our large triangle. And they are sharing that one. And it doesn't have to be perfect, just as long as you know what we're doing. So here we do see that 36 is the medium size. This is your medium. So 36 is your medium. I'm going to say the question mark is probably going to be your medium. So I'm going to circle it because I am going to do that one. And then you're going to pick any side. I'm just going to go ahead and pick the small side, but it doesn't matter. And if you recognize the top numbers, those are both from the same triangle, and the bottom numbers are from the same triangle. They have to be that way. All right, and then you're going to solve this. All right. Hopefully you took good notes and are able to do this. On Wednesday, we're going to do an activity where we're going to actually have students go outside the classroom and try to measure objects around the campus.